Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the Mughal Empire in 17th century and after. We already discussed about different Mughal rulers like Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. And we are going to check the efficiency of Mughal Empire. Actually, the administrative and military efficiency of the Mughal Empire led to a great economic and commercial prosperity in Mughal India. It means that the Mughal Empire was very effective in terms of administration and military. If we read the travelogue and the books of international travelers, we can see the evidence of it. And international travelers describe the land of India as the fabled land of wealth. Fabled land of wealth means the land we can see only in stories and fables. They were extremely surprised by seeing the nature of India, the resource of India, and almost the prosperity of India. At the same time, they worried at the state of poverty that existed in India. Actually, the poorness and richness were existing side by side in India. For example, during the period of Shah Jahan, there were 8,000 mansabdars and only 445 mansabdars out of total 8,000 mansabdars enjoyed high status or high rank. It means that only the 5.6% of the total mansabdars enjoyed the highest ranking, and they were enjoying 61.5% of the resource and wealth. And the majority of the people were enjoying only the remaining small amount of wealth. From this evidence itself, we can understand the inequality that existed during the Mughal Empire. And Mughal emperors and their mansabdars spent a great deal of their income on salaries and goods. And they were purchasing different types of goods from artisans and peasants. And both artisans and peasants were spending this money in their investment for buying tools and for making production in high amount. But it is a very important point that only the rich peasants were earning more from this purchase. At the same time, the poor peasants cannot earn any more because they have to pay the majority of their wealth for the payment of taxes or revenue. And the enormous wealth and resource commanded by the Mughal Empire made them an extremely powerful group. By the last of 17th century, Mughal Empire began to become weak and it began to decline. At the time of the decline of Mughal Empire, many servants and officials under the Mughal Empire emerged as the powerful centers in the regions. They declared themselves as independent rulers. For example, some of the Mughal servants formed new dynasties in Hyderabad and Awadh. Although they continued to recognize the Mughal Empire as a supreme authority, by the 18th century They proclaimed themselves as independent rulers. In this blue column, you can see the contemporary events of Mughal Empire. There were a lot of monarchs all over the world in 16th century. In India, that was Mughal Emperor. The same time, in different parts of the world, there were a lot of emperors or monarchs or kings. And the ruler of Ottoman Turkey, Sultan Suleiman, was an important ruler who ruled in that time. He ruled from 1520 to 1566. And during the time of Sultan Suleiman, the Ottoman Empire of Turkey expanded to Europe, and they seized or captured Hungary, and they besieged Austria. And his armies also captured Baghdad and Iraq and many territories like North Africa, Morocco, and other territories acknowledged Ottoman authority. They were ready to accept the authority of Ottoman Empire under Suleiman. And Suleiman also constructed a big Ottoman navy, and the Ottoman navy was also dominated or controlled over the eastern Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean was actually a name of the ocean area or sea area. And when the Suleiman of Ottoman Empire dominated over the eastern Mediterranean area, it has to fight against Spain. Moreover, in Arabian Sea, Sultan Suleiman challenged Portuguese. And Sultan Suleiman also was given the title of Al-Kanuni. It means lawgiver, because of the large number of regulations passed during his reign. He has passed a lot of regulations during his period. Regulation means Qanun. That is why he was called, or he was entitled as Kanuni. The aim was to standardize administrative procedures throughout the expanding domains of the empire, and specifically to protect the peasantry from forced labor and extraordinary taxes. To standardize the administrative procedures throughout the territories conquered by the Ottoman army, and to protect the peasantry from forced labor and extraordinary or unwanted taxes. In 17th century, when the public order declined in Ottoman Empire, period of Suleiman Kanuni was remembered as a period of ideal governance, because the period of Suleiman Kanuni was more better than its successors. I hope you have understood this portion very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.